I adore Mykelti. She came to live with me before I married Cody, and so we have a really close bond. Mykelti has invited me to the baby's birth, and I am kind of trying to figure out if there's a way that I can go. It's hard to... Mykelti's my baby, and I know that she's Christine's baby first, but she is my baby. It's hard to see your baby in pain.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is Monday, September 26th. All right, so I just finished up the first part of episode 3, and this is going to be the second half of the episode because this is all about Mykelti's birth and more so about Robyn and Mykelti and Christine, because there's this very, you watch a show for like 13 years or however long it's been, and you're like, I knew this family. And then they drop something in your lap like, oh, Mykelti used to live with us when I was courting her father. And you're like, wait, what? What? What?
I don't think a fiance has the same privilege as a wife. I don't think he should be saying 1 out of every 4 nights he spends time with Robyn.
How is it that they leave out these huge details? Remember the very first season when Christine, remember the first season? I actually went back and watched the first season for you because I wanted to see if they even bring it up. They don't. Just so you know, Mykelti living at Robyn's house is never discussed, okay? So let's go to this. I watched the first season to see, was Robyn's courtship with, was it always this way where Robyn was getting preferential treatment from the beginning? Yes, it was. She kissed him? Yes.
What? They got the clue. Camera follows me, and I'm like, dude, you got a wife in labor. I'm not gonna sit here kissing my girlfriend. It's just awkward.
Robyn kissed Cody before they got married, at their engagement, during their courtship. They kissed a lot. He did not kiss any of the other wives. She had a huge wedding. Christine and Janelle did not have big weddings. They didn't even have wedding receptions. Robyn got a huge wedding reception. Robyn got a huge honeymoon. They didn't get a huge honeymoon. Robyn had her dress. She took the girls dress shopping and then pretended like she was showing dresses on for them. And then she, behind their back, went shopping with Cody, who then picked the dress for them, for Robyn. Yeah, Cody picked Robyn's dress.
So I didn't choose anything, but yeah, it's a secret now. I know what dress I want, and I have it.
I know. I keep asking you, which one did you choose?
All right. I like it. Yeah. I like the whole thing.
I picked the dress.
You're the groom. Did you really?
I picked the dress, and we went to Lisa's bridal, and Robyn and I went and looked at dresses, and she picked one out, and I was like, holy cow, it's like I'd seen it in my dreams, you know?
And that really upset both Janelle and Christine. So Robyn, right off the jump, is like, she also demands equal amount of time with Cody in the very beginning before they're ever married.
The fact that the courtship had to go for so long, that was needed. That was absolutely needed for the kids, for me to build this relationship. I moved my whole entire life. My kids, pulled them out of school, changed jobs, school, everything to be here close to the family. But
she was demanding equal time. She was kissing him. She had her dress picked out by Cody. She was really stepping on a lot of toes and not blending very well and not thinking about anyone else but herself. So she's the kind of person that says she cares but can't really think outside of herself. I don't know if that makes sense. But that entire time in season 1, they never mentioned this amazing relationship that she has with Mykelti. So imagine my surprise when Mykelti is about to give birth and she's going to have her baby, Avalon, and she does a home birth and Robyn's there. And Robyn's like, I am supposed to go there because Mykelti wants me to be there, but I'm not sure if I can go because of all of this COVID crap.
I adore Mykelti. She came to live with me before I married Cody, and so we have a really close bond. Mykelti has invited me to the baby's birth, and I am kind of trying to figure out if there's a way that I can go.
So let's get into the episode. Before we do, can you do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, subscribe to my channel if you've not yet subscribed, and turn the notifications on so you know when I go live or new content loads. Make sure you set your notifications to all so you never miss a video, and make sure to leave me some comments. So in the very beginning of the episode, they have that conversation, which we talked about in the first episode of today's videos. And in that point, we learned that Christine is in St. George because Mykelti's in labor. So Christine is there for her baby, okay? So she went to St. George to be there for her daughter. Now, Mykelti has invited Robyn to go to the birth as well. Not her dad. She specifically does not want her dad there because she thinks it would be weird for her dad to be there. And I can't blame her. I don't know about you, but when I had my son, the only person in my room with me was my husband. I didn't want anyone else there with me. It was horrible. I didn't want anyone to see me puking or whatever. I just needed it to be me and my husband. So I don't blame her for not wanting her dad there. But she wants Robyn there. So Robyn's like, well, I have to figure out if I'm going to be able to go or not, and because COVID's still happening. So Robyn loves her so much and has this amazing bond for her, but literally cannot make any effort to see Mykelti. Mind you, this is the April of 2021, so there are tests, rapid tests that could have been taken. She could have gotten a test ahead of time to see if she could have been there. She didn't do it, didn't do any of it. She just did not go. So instead she Zoomed with them. This was a home birth. They weren't in the hospital. She couldn't go. But mind you, during this time, she also refers to Mykelti as her baby.
Mykelti's my baby, and I know that she's Christine's baby first, but she is my baby. It's hard to see your baby in pain.
Baby. Yeah. So let's kind of unpack this. Christine is forced to be in a birth with Robyn on Zoom, taking the extra step in order to be there to accommodate her daughter, who has a special relationship with Robyn that none of us knew about because no one was told this through the show on season 1. And we're just sitting there scratching our heads because Mykelti is Robyn's baby, which is like such a slap in the face to Christine because she met Mykelti when Mykelti was 13 years old.
Robyn and Mykelti have a very, very special bond. When Robyn came into the family, she immediately just embraced Mykelti, and I'll always, always love and respect Robyn for her relationship with Mykelti.
I lived with her for a few months, and that's why I'm still so close to Robyn and her kids, is because of just that special time that just us had together.
So after they explained to us 13 years later that Mykelti and Robyn are super close, which they've neglected to tell us for 13 years, Christine has to sort of put her differences aside because she's ended the marriage with Cody, and she has no clue at this point if Robyn has any idea about what's going on with Cody.
I mean, I assume Robyn knows that mine and Cody's relationship is over just because Cody's moved all of his stuff. It was in the garage, but it's not there anymore. I don't know how much she knows, though. So I don't know what Robyn knows. I have no idea, but it doesn't even matter. We're here for Mykelti right now, and that's what we're going to focus on.
What if Robyn has any idea that Christine and Cody have split up? She can only assume that Robyn has to know something because Cody's moved his stuff out. And then Robyn has to kind of pretend like she doesn't know because she can't talk to Cody about it. She just knows that their situation is weird and she can't ask about it. So she has to just kind of put all of that aside in order to be in the same room with Christine for Mykelti's birth. So you have two women that literally don't even like each other that are forced to be together in order for Mykelti to have a baby. And Christine is literally such a saint to have to put up with this.
The midwife says that yes, husbands drop babies.
Yeah, if you're nervous and shaking, but you're calm. You're a calm guy.
I mean, it's like a wet football. She's full of amniotic fluid.
He's talking about
Any strategies to not drop the baby?
Right?
So interwoven into this is Mykelti and Tony are in their bedroom, and she's sitting on a chair, she's in labor, she's dealing with really intense contractions, she's feeling a lot of pain, and Tony is trying to just keep things light and funny, and he's talking about how babies can be dropped and how midwives say that babies can be dropped, and Robyn's trying to encourage him and be like, you're calm, you won't drop the baby, and then Tony's just I don't know, it's like a wet football. And throughout that, Robyn's kind of coaching her, you need to breathe through your mouth or through your nose. And And
Watching
Tony's-
him, I think he's beginning to realize there's nothing he can do to protect Mykelti from the pain that she's going to have during labor. And I think he's just beginning to realize how intense it's going to be getting.
You can do it through your knuckle bones.
Nose. Breathing through your nose.
And Tony's becoming more and more aware of like how intense it's going to get, how much pain it's going to get. And Christine and Robyn are starting to realize like how much pain Mykelti's in as well. And it's like, you know, despite all of the hiccups between all of them, they're working really well together. So there is that, I guess.
It's tough letting your body take over.
There's some strange things happening between Cody and Christine right now. I just know that Christine wants to be here and present for Mykelti, and so do I. I hope that Cody and Christine can get this figured out, but I'm just supposed to stay out of it.
I mean, I'll give it to Robyn. She did help coach through Zoom, but really it was Christine that was there with Mykelti, holding Mykelti's legs and helping Mykelti get comfortable and helping Mykelti rub her back. And Tony was too. Like, Tony was rubbing her back throughout all of her contractions. And Robyn was clear that she could tell that Tony was doing a really good job. And she's like struggling watching her get in pain, and she's calling her up, you know, Mykelti is her baby. And eventually, which is weird, she transitions. The labor itself is it's fast. Once she hits 10, literally, she pushes 10 minutes, the baby's out. Of course, there is a drop in the heart rate. Christine says the cord is wrapped around Avalon like 3 or 4 times. But honestly, Avalon comes out, she's crying, everyone's healthy. She's a big baby girl. She looks really healthy, happy. She gets through it. Mykelti thanks Robyn for being there. But I just kept thinking, this is so weird.
Mykelti's my baby, and I know that she's Christine's baby first, but she is my baby. And it's hard to see your baby in pain.
We're holding her legs, and there's Avalon's head. It's right there. It's so incredible.
So like literally she's pushing and Christine is the one holding her legs, and then the baby comes out, and it's just like Christine talks about like the miracle of life and the miracle of birth, and how, you know, watching your child become a parent is like so humbling, because they become a parent. They're going to have the best, like that baby's going to have the best set of parents. And, you know, she said that they were talking about like, was it different for you with Maddie? Like, was she as connected or as excited? And she said that it was harder for her to watch her own daughter, Mykelti, in pain than it was to watch Maddie, who was like a 60-hour labor. But she said that once Avalon was born, she felt the exact same as when Axel was born and when Evie was born. She said it felt the exact same, like, these are my grandchildren.
Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. They don't call it the miracle of life for nothing.
I wish I could have been there, but what I got to be a part of was just so special. Even though she's not my biological kid, she's mine. That's a blessing that I get because of plural marriage, and I love that.
And, you know, Robyn talked about how a blessing for her of plural marriage is that she gets to have this relationship with Mykelti and gets to have this grandchild with Mykelti's, Avalon, and she wants to see the baby, you know, and she can't wait to see the baby. And she did go eventually to see the baby, just not that day. And Mykelti did post about it on her Instagram. And the whole time I'm thinking, are they overplaying Robyn's relationship with Mykelti? Because I literally don't remember this. I mean, if they have a relationship, that's great. But the way that Robyn was like so dramatic and like, she's my baby. Girl, she was 13, and she was your nanny.
I'm just excited for the rest of their adventure together.
I don't know if Mykelti even realizes like she was used by Robyn. She might be close to Mykelti, but I don't know. I have a hard time believing this. And I know that she was there for her and good for her, but I feel like, Robyn, if you really would have cared, you would have been there. You would have found a way to be there for your baby. I just don't buy it that a parent would be like, that's my baby, and like not show up. The real mom showed up. She took the tests. She made sure she was, you know, COVID-free. She was safe, and she was with Mykelti when Mykelti needed her. And Robyn couldn't do that. So really, is Mykelti your baby? Because I have a feeling, Robyn, and this is just me speaking to Robyn, that if this was Aurora, if this was Brianna, you would be there. But it's not, so you don't have to be. So you can say all these things on TV and pretend like she means all this much to you, but it's just sad. I feel like Mykelti's being used. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm sad for Mykelti that she believes that Robyn cares for her when it's clear that Robyn, if the tables were turned, she would be there in a heartbeat for her own babies. Christine was at Maddie's birth. That's the difference between Christine and Robyn. Christine shows up. Robyn doesn't. When Robyn needs help, she likes people that help her. Robyn doesn't go to help people. Robyn she was selfish even with this birth. And that's my opinion. I'm glad that Avalon came. I'm glad that Mykelti had support. And Christine was a saint for making this all come together for her daughter. But at the end of the day, I feel like Robyn was selfish. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.